Good evening, everyone. The past few weeks have been very exciting ones, to say the least, for the financial markets. A bunch of retail investors seem to have banded together to create a short squeeze using a Reddit thread known as Wall Street Bets. It is full of street language, to put it mildly, and there's a lot of emotion involved when people post. It seems that the major themes of the posts on this group were as follows. We're finally taking back the stock market. We're going to stick it to the man. We can be filthy rich and get all of those really nice things that Wall Street people have. Now, mind you, I grew up near Wall Street, one of the suburbs. There are plenty of people who work on Wall Street who do not have the yachts, the mansions, the exotic sports cars. They just work in regular 9-to-5 jobs like everybody else. But putting that aside, the posters on the group kept repeating the same refrain that, wow, if the stock is shooting up, we're finally going to be able to be wealthy. We're going to have everything that we ever wanted. And as stocks such as GameStop soared beyond any level of rational valuation, either from a fundamental perspective or a technical perspective, the emotions of the chat became more passionate and more haughty. People were talking about how much money they had made and how they were going to take over the stock market and they were going to create a new reality for the market dynamic. People were sharing screenshots of their investment positions, which is a big no-no. You're not supposed to tell people how much money you've made or how much you have in any particular position. But these guys were doing just that. Unfortunately for them, almost as quickly as the stock soared to all-time highs, the stock plummeted as well. And the tone on the chat now is a lot more subdued and unhappy. Some people talk about how they're holding on to their positions, figuring that there is a chance that their financial dreams can still be actualized. Other people say, well, if I lost 90% of my position, I might as well keep holding. Maybe I'll make some of that back. And I think that many of them wish that they had never heard of Wall Street Bets, Reddit, GameStop, or any of the other assorted stocks that are involved in these respective short squeezes. Parshat Yitro contains the Aseres Hadibros, the 10 Commandments. And these are considered by many to be anchoring principles in Judaism. The last of the 10 Commandments is Lo Sachmod, thou shalt not covet. Don't be jealous, don't desire that which someone else has. And on a simple level, I think this is something that we can all acknowledge is very important. Pirkei Avos tells us, Ezehu Ashir, who is considered wealthy, Hu Asher Sameach Bechalko. It is he who is happy with his lot. That it's not having the most money that makes you happy, it's being satisfied with what you have. Rabbi Yonasan Eibeshitz, a European scholar who served as rabbi of the three communities, Altona, Hamburg, and Wandsbek, has an interesting perspective on the structure of the 10 Commandments. He says that each one of the 10 Commandments corresponds to another day within the 10 days of penance, the Aseres Yemei Tshuva, which run from and including Rosh Hashanah to and including Yom Kippur. So Rabbi Eibeshitz says that the first one, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, I am Hashem your God, corresponds to Rosh Hashanah. That is the day where the Jewish people coronate God as King of the universe. So following that pattern, Lo Sachmod, not being jealous of what someone else has, corresponds to Yom Kippur. So based on this paradigm, Rabbi Eibeshitz asks, why would it be that Lo Sachmod lines up with Yom Kippur? I would think that there are other critical flaws that need to be atoned for on that day. Why Lo Sachmod? So he answers that Lo Sachmod needs the most focus, but because it is so insidious in how we unfortunately find ourselves living, to be focused on that which someone else has. Jealousy is the root of many problems. There is a book of business theory known as the Blue Ocean Strategy. Blue Ocean Strategy involves the following mentality. Don't look at that which you want to take from a competitor. If you really want to make it big, you really want to create an industry, you really want to build up a tremendous business, look for the blue ocean. Look for that opportunity that is completely untapped and that people don't even know that they have. One example of a blue ocean is Netflix. It used to be people didn't know that they needed to have access to every single movie, or almost every movie, that had ever been made at the tip of their fingertips. But Netflix created that market demand to the point where other companies are now trying to catch up to Netflix. If we focus on building our own opportunities, if we focus on actualizing our own potential, what we are doing is we are tapping into our own blue ocean. We are tapping into untapped potential that no one else has. Money doesn't bring happiness, but meaning, fulfillment, connection will bring happiness. At the end of the day, there are many people on this Wall Street Bets group who probably wish they never heard of anything involved, because as quick as they had earned the money, they had lost it. Many people took on debt thinking that these stocks would never come crashing down and that they were making an easy couple million of dollars. Let us keep the concept of low saf mode in our consciousness, to focus on actualizing our potential, not competing with what someone else has. Let us focus on developing what we can do, on making the most of our opportunities, instead of begrudging our neighbor across the street for what he or she has instead. Have a great week.